Welcome back. Welcome. Welcome. If this is your first time, welcome to Living with Grace. I got time. You got some time. So let's spend some time together. Let's chat. Let's talk. I'm so grateful for this channel. I'm so grateful for this podcast. I'll say this ahead of time because it's a platform in which transparency can take place. In all honesty, I think everybody has something to say. Everybody wants to share something. And there are ears that are open to actually hear, take heed, and learn, and listen and learn. So if you're watching this, you'll see this big burn right here on my forehead. Doesn't matter how many years I've been holding a flat iron, curling iron, whatever the case may be, or a Marcel iron, I still burn myself because this one I couldn't even hide. There's no sense in doing it. I shouldn't even have put anything on it. I should have just, put some aloe vera, no makeup, and allowed it to heal. But it's there. Try not to allow it to distract you, okay? It's better that you listen instead of watch. All right. So I wanted to talk about people that have survived abuse, whether it be, there's different levels of abuse. Have we really healed from it? Have we really acknowledged that it was abuse? Have we really allowed ourselves to face it, meaning acknowledge that it happened? Some of us don't even realize that it happened because it's so normal. And are we willing to go through the process of healing? Are we willing to talk to someone about it, go through the counseling, pray about it, be delivered from it? Are we willing to go through that process? Because managing it for so long is what we've done for many years. I was abused at a young age, 7, and it just continued through my life, thinking that it was a normal thing, thinking that I deserved it in such a way that I permitted certain things. I'll say this now because I'm mature and I'm healed from it. What I thought was normal became my reality, and it made sense to me. I'm at a point right now where I am healed. I forgave them. I can talk about it freely, and I see certain things now that I didn't see before. So I wanted to at least talk about it here. If you're willing. I found that when something is taken from you, something has been taken from you, and it could be, oh gosh, I'm like belching because I had ginger ale. Something's been taken from you. Sometimes you don't even realize it was taken because of the approach or the atmosphere, the settings, or the place where it happened and who actually did it. We trusted them, right? My phone. We trusted them. And oh my gosh, was that the dentist? Oh my gosh, was it? I'm going to call them back. I need to go. So we trusted them, and certain things took place. Most of us didn't even talk about it. And I thank God that a lot of people are talking about it now, and even high profile people are being exposed for certain things that they've done to other people, which is good. Because I don't know. I'll say allegedly because I'm not trying to get myself into trouble. I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm just saying that the conversation has been opened for many years, but now it's at a platform where the world is talking about it, right? And yes, we're disgusted. Yes, we're not pleased. Yes, we're upset. But it's been happening for many, many years in the house, in the entertainment, in every aspect, in the office. It's been happening. And I'll say this for myself. I didn't even value myself. So I sort of permitted certain things because I thought that was normal. Everyone else is doing it too. When you start to value yourself, though, when you know that something's wrong, when you're seeing something that's wrong, when you don't want it to happen to anybody else, you got to talk about it. As much as the shame might paralyze you or cripple you, it's like when you come out and say something, you're saying something for someone else. You're doing it for the other person because the other person didn't have that strength to talk about it because of shame or because of the position or because of, So when we speak about it, we think, we're going to lose something. Something bad's going to happen if we talk about it. That's how I felt. I felt like something wrong is going to happen. The threat that was given to me is going to actually happen. I was so scared. I was just like, how am I going to do this? But when it was going to happen again, I was like, no. That's when I opened my mouth. I was just like, if somebody hates me, of my family, I have to say something because it's happening again. So we're talking about it, and most of us were angry, and dealing with the person is the first thing that we think of. We're like, yo, this person has to sleep. But it's like, for me now, I understand why the people, I shouldn't even say person, why the people did what they did. I'm not blaming myself. I'm saying, I think I have another video in regards to self-worth, but if I don't, I will have something out, because when you don't value yourself, you tend to allow certain people to disrespect you because you were disrespected from the jump, especially at a young age. Even older, like when something's taken from you, it's like you feel naked, you feel robbed, you feel less than, you feel degraded, you feel disrespected. How do you claim that? How do you regain that? Like, doesn't matter if you go to a doctor and they give you a prescription. In your mind, in your head, in your thought process, your level of belief is different. It's different about yourself. Seeing yourself in the mirror, it's different. So for those that speak about it, I applaud you. You're speaking for those that are unable to say anything, because it's a fearful position. It's a fearful position to say something knowing that you might not even be believed or heard. But it frees us when we say something. It gives us that like moment, because it's like, finally I get to say something. Remember, your mental health and your well-being is so much more important than what anyone else thinks. Speaking about it, being set free from it, yes, that's good, but the fear of it happening again may not leave. For me, I was fearful that it was going to happen to my kids, because I'm just like, who's doing this? This person did that. That person did this. Now I got to watch out and make sure my kids, it was a close person that did it to me. So it's like no boundaries. Like, I figure it could happen with a family member. So the fear was right there. And it's like, you try to protect those around you because you know how it feels. You know what it does. And I believe that when you speak about it, it does help. It does help. Healing from within helps as well too, because you can be mad at that person, but it could happen again, and that fear is still with you even though the person's not around you. You know what I'm saying? So healing is important, and my heart goes out to those that have suffered for many years, even around parents that promoted them to do certain things just for money. It hurts, but the healing process is necessary. Talking about it is necessary, Allowing God to heal you from within is necessary, because when you understand the agenda of the enemy over your life, your purpose will be so much more bigger. Your voice will have so much weight. But healing is the process. Healing is part of the process. That's my prayer for you. I thank you that we are more attentive to those that went through certain things. And it's not just women. We are aware of what's going on, has been going on for years. It needs to stop. Not just in certain countries, it just needs to stop, period. God is not pleased, but the enemy is at work at all times. And we need to recognize that certain things that happen to us will not crush us, will not stop us from fulfilling our purpose and being the best that we can be. So managing it for a time, okay, but healing will set you free. It's easier said than done, but it's true. Because who the Son sets free is free indeed. God heals. God healed me. Why I can talk so freely about it. I've forgiven every single one of them, because we don't wrestle against people. There's a spirit world out there that we need to be educated on. Facts. Nobody wants to talk about it, but are you not a spirit in a body? Okay. Different podcast, different topic in another video, in another time. But I just wanted to say that I applaud you for speaking out. I'm talking to you. I applaud you for talking about what had happened to you. Even in fear, because I know how fearful it is to even talk about it. Thank you, because you're speaking for those that don't have a voice. You're helping them out. They're seeing you do it, because it's a scary place. It's a shameful place. But staying in shame is more harmful to us than actually speaking it and not being heard. You're speaking it. You're saying it. You're healing people by sharing your story. Thank you for that. You're exposing certain people's because some people just do it naturally. They know it's wrong, but they still do it. And it's like, God will deal with them. Oh, yes. But we need to do our part here, right? So as much as we do our part, go to court and all this stuff, they go to jail and they get a sentence, we need to heal for ourselves. So I thank you so much for sharing your experiences with us and allowing other people to know that they have a voice too. Thank you so much. I'm going to do another podcast soon. Not sure what the topic will be, but let's talk about it. Okay, let's know that we're set free and walk in our freedom without animosity, fully healed, forgiving them, and living our best life, because it doesn't stop us. It doesn't. It was meant to break us, but it didn't. Okay, we don't seek vengeance anymore, because remember, even when they're taken out or whatever is done to them, we still need to deal with ourselves, and we need complete healing, and only God can do that. So we got to allow him and let him in. All right. So I'm going to see you in the next podcast, next video. All right. Enough love. Enough love.